In this video, I will be demonstrating how to construct a 30 degrees angle or how you bisect a 60 degrees angle. Alright, in the previous video, we constructed a 60 degrees angle. So I'm just going to go ahead, make a copy of this, and then change the construct here to bisect. Alright, so when we bisect, means that we divide it into two. Therefore, if we bisect a 60 degrees angle, we're going to get a 30 degrees angle. Alright, so these lines, I'm going to change this all back to construction lines. I'm going to call this point C. This is our point C. This is our point D. Alright, so this is point D, and then I'm going to call this point C. Alright, so all we're going to do is we're going to divide this angle into 2. Alright, so we're dividing this 60 degrees angle into 2, meaning that we should get an angle of 30 degrees. So all we're going to do is we're going to use our arc command again, center start end option. From point C, need to scribe an arc between the 60 degrees angle here. Alright, so let's use a radius of, alright, we can use about 40. Alright, so these radius, they're not specific. I'm just using a radius that I know would give me the arc. Alright, so you could have used 24, you could have used 30, but I'm gonna use 40 because I want it somewhere up here. Alright, so 40 as my radius, enter. Press Ctrl to change the direction, scribe the arc, arc command again, from point D this time around. Position where I want to start the arc, 40, and then I press enter, scribe the arc down. Alright, we have an intersection. All we need to do from point A, draw a line through the intersection. Alright, I have my polar tracking on and it is telling me that this angle is 30. So all I need to do is to click to confirm the line, and then I put the lines that represent the angle on the object line layer. So this is to bisect a 60 degrees angle. Let's go ahead and do to bisect a 30 degrees angle. Alright, so we're going to make a copy of this. Then we change this 60 to 30. So to bisect a 30 degrees angle, put in everything on the object line layer. So now we're gonna call this new point that we have, we're gonna call this new point E. So A, B, C, D, E. Alright, so this is point E. So all we do now, we use point C and E because point C and E is what represents the 30 degrees angle. So we want to divide that 30 into 2 now. So we use C and E. Our command from point C, just look to see a radius that would not interfere with this one. Alright, I'm going to use something less. So I'm going to use 20. I'm going to use 20 as a radius. Alright, I scribe my arc, go to point E, E as a center, position where I want to start it, enter my radius, scribe my arc. There I have the intersection. All I need to do is to start my line command. From A, I draw the line to the intersection and then highlight and lengthen. Alright, there's another way I could have done it. I could have ensured that the polar tracking option that I have on includes 15. Click at point A and then I bring it through the intersection and then it gives me a 15 degrees angle. All I need to do now is to change this to object line. And this is how you bisect a 30 degrees angle. this one, how you bisect the 60 degrees. So you construct the 60 degrees first, you bisect the 60 to get 30, and then you bisect the 30 to get 15.